I had such a wonderful experience with AFA. It really, really changed my life. I met the woman of my life. It's wonderful. You men should come here to Tottenham in Colombia, and where your dream woman will be waiting for you.
Hola, bella. Yo conseguí el amor de mi vida en cada fase. Lo recomiendo 100%. El amor existe.
AFA Interviews.
Hola, mi nombre es Angie, tengo 26 años de edad, soy de la ciudad de Medellín, trabajo en una empresa de confecciones. En mis tiempos libres me gusta peinar, me gusta el tema del cabello, el maquillaje, me gusta dormir y ver televisión.
What are you looking for in the agency?
Estoy buscando algo diferente a lo que he vivido, un amor bonito, un amor real.
What attracts you in a man?
Que sea amable, respetuoso, que sea tierno, detallista.
How would you describe yourself?
Soy una mujer muy amigable, muy sociable, soy muy alegre, soy una persona muy dedicada, entregada a otras personas. Soy muy entregada a lo que me gusta, que a pesar de los problemas que tenga, siempre voy a mostrar una sonrisa.
What do you have to offer in a relationship?
Respeto, mucho amor y no dedicación.
Would you be willing to have children?
Sí, claro. Eso es uno de los sueños que siempre he tenido.
Are you dominant or submissive?
Somos
How to make you fall in love?
siendo entregados, tiernos y románticos.
Would you be willing to live abroad with a gentleman?
Yo creo que sí. Bueno, los invito a que vengan a Medellín, a que conozcan esta hermosa ciudad, a que conozcan esta hermosa dama y no a pasar bueno. Y espero carticas y mensajitos. Chao, gracias.
Bueno, de un hombre extranjero me encantaría conocer su cultura, la cultura de ellos, porque ellos a nosotros siento que nos enseñarían muchas cosas.
La oportunidad de tener un novio extranjero, ¿qué te gustaría o qué te gustaría más de él?
Bueno, me gustaría mucho que viniera bastante acá a Barranquilla a visitarme, que sea detallista y además que sea súper deportista, porque para mí es súper importante.
¿Qué tendría que hacer para ti un hombre extranjero para enamorarte?
Tiene que venir a Colombia, tiene que ser un hombre súper detallista, caballero, y que me lleve a viajar con él, obviamente, por todo el mundo, así agarraditos de la mano.
Jaine, ¿qué es lo que más te llama la atención a la hora de tener una cita con un caballero extranjero?
La diversidad y la mentalidad tan abierta que tienen cuando vienen. Ellos son muy diversos en sus pensamientos y eso me gusta. Y son muy mente abierta y bien dispuestos a todo. Ellos quieren vivir experiencias.
Bueno, los invito a todos que vengan, no se pierdan estas maravillosas fiestas. Y aparte de que somos las mujeres más hermosas, mi amor, las colombianas, así que las espero.
Gracias.
Good evening, everybody. It is Wednesday night. Welcome to the Latin show. My name is Maria. I'm your host for tonight. I'm very excited to welcome you here in this live stream. So guys, this is live. As I said, you can ask your questions away, not in the comments, if not in our webcast link where you can send your questions in. And yeah, you already saw one of our introduction videos for Barranquilla Carnival. Next week, it's already February. I cannot believe that already the first month of the year is already over. Time is flying by. So I imagine you tuned in tonight because you're interested about hearing about dating Latin women, dating Colombian women. So you're in the right spot. As I said, you already saw the women in Barranquilla dancing and getting prepared for the carnival. That was actually last weekend on Sunday, like 3 days ago when that event happened, because it was Shakira's birthday. Shakira's birthday was on the 2nd of February, and yeah, the whole city of Barranquilla dedicated the carnival to Shakira this year. And Shakira is basically a special guest this year because she's giving a concert on the 20th of February and the 21st of February. So it's like all of it together. So we have the carnival, we have Shakira, we have celebrations, we have our tour, we have our single speed dating event on the 14th of February on Valentine's Day, and just 6 days later, Shakira gives her first concert. On the 22nd, there is the Guacherna, the night parade of the carnival, which is very special in Barranquilla. And so if you guys are thinking right now, okay, where's that happening? Barranquilla, okay? Barranquilla, Colombia. We also obviously have other cities where you can travel to, so I'm going to talk about those as well. But Barranquilla this is the month for Barranquilla. Everything is happening there, parties there, celebrations there, as I said, concerts. You're going to have a great time if you decide to travel to Barranquilla. Our tour starts next week on Thursday, and we are basically sold out. So if there's any cancellation, guys, then there is no more spots available. Anyway, you can get maybe on the waiting list. If you want, you can write to us, and then we can see if you get a spot last minute. But I'm very excited about that tour, and yeah, we're going to celebrate here in Barranquilla. And yeah, so please ask your questions away about that. I have a couple of more things prepared for you tonight. So we're going to talk about what women love. I'm going to talk about that in a second. Like you already saw that in the video, the woman said, yeah, I'm looking for a foreigner, or my foreign boyfriend, I'm looking for that. So I'm going to talk a little bit more about what Latin women are looking for, right? Why are they choosing a foreign man? And what they don't like, why they might be not interested, or what are culturally things that they don't like. We have 2 women interviews also prepared, 2 of our single women that are from our database. And two of them, one is Valentina, 208941, and the other one is Carolina. Her ID is 208147. So you can look their IDs up, or you can just wait a couple of minutes until you see their interviews. We always try to give you a better idea of who the women are that are in the database, who may want to meet somebody. So if you would like to meet them, you can reach out to us, of course, right? And we can get you in touch with these women because they're looking for a serious partner, a relationship, marriage. So if you don't know how to reach out to them, you can reach out to us. You will see my email address, info@afacolombia@gmail.com, here in the screen. And also you can reach out to our Phoenix office. You can also call our Phoenix office with the extension 2010. And then you get a lot of help if you're interested in dating somebody from Colombia or Latin America. We have our upcoming tours come in March and in April for Cartagena. So if you cannot do Barranquilla now because we're full and you don't have the time, then you can go to March, Barranquilla, and March, Medellin, and April, Cartagena. Then we have a testimonial from one of our gentlemen who was so nice to share his experience with us. And we're going to end the show tonight with a testimonial of one of our couples, who are Matthew and Joanna. So I'm very excited to show you all that content tonight. We have a lot of videos prepared. And yeah, ask your questions away, guys. As I said, that is why we're doing this. And let me get into the first part of the show, which is what are the women loving, and what do they looking for, and what do they like, and what do they don't like, okay? So 5 things they like, they love. You could already hear that in the video. They looking for gentlemen, for a gentleman, and details. So you might have heard that before. If you read our profiles description from the woman, often you see that the Latin women are saying, I'm looking for a detail-oriented gentleman. What does that mean? A gentleman, I think most of you guys know what a gentleman is, like really treating her like a queen, a princess, opening the door, taking the chair away, paying for the meal, paying for her transportation, make sure she gets home safely, sending a message that you get home well, be aware of her, attentive of her, of what she wants and needs. She's also obviously, then I get the question, yeah, what is she doing? She's also obviously that, but we're looking right now, I'm telling you what the women are looking for in a foreign man, right? So I'm telling you this, and obviously your input is very welcome, but every culture is a little bit different. But here in this culture, they are very romantic. They are used that the man is bringing them flowers, a gift from them from time to time, some chocolates, maybe taking her out for dinner, maybe going on a trip, you know, maybe doing those things in couple. It doesn't have to be always gifts, but like that you're thoughtful of each other and that you have her in your mind. More than gifts, I think it's often that she feels you think about her, that you're not thinking about somebody else, that you're thinking about her and her well-being. So for example, it can be simple questions like, how was your day? How do you feel? Did you have already lunch? Did you eat? What did you eat for lunch? That are very simple questions, but go a long way when you do them, and the women appreciate them very much. So if you want to like improve your dating game and improve your like what women looking for, that are some of the tips, right? Being polite, respect them, right? Those things are very, very important here. Respect, that's something they always say. But I'm going to get there for a second as well with the respect. Confidence and security, that's the second thing they're really looking for here when they want to meet somebody. And so a self-confident man who knows what he wants and shows with actions is very attractive for a woman. So if you're shy, that's okay, right? But when you show her that it's about her, it's like women like that, you know, that the man also, they are still traditional here, that the man does the first step. They will not very likely, I mean, some of them are very outgoing and love to connect, and they might like just grab your hand, they do that. But when it comes to the more serious things, like really being boyfriend and girlfriend, or really doing this first step for the kiss, usually the women are very traditional and wait for the man to do the first step. And they don't expect that to happen on the first date either. Like it can be obviously a kiss on the cheek, like you can obviously like hold hands or things like that. But usually also they want that things take not forever, right? But that you have a little bit of a progress, like the first date, second date, third date, maybe on the third date, a little kiss, you know, and then go from there. And not everything right away. You know, a relationship has to be constructed, and they like when things go step by step and they can see the man taking actions in that direction. Yeah. If you have questions, guys, ask them. As I said, I'm happy to answer them. In all cultures, that is for all cultures all over the world, women like a man with a sense of humor. Women like to laugh. They like to be entertained. They like a man who enjoys life, who is happy, you know. And if you can make somebody laugh and your woman laugh, and you can just ease up the situation, you know, that's very important in a relationship. And lots of women really like a man who has a good sense of humor. And if you say, I don't have that, that's something you can learn, right? I'm not saying like every day learning how to be humorous, but there are things you can do, like there are videos you can watch. There are a lot of people who give nowadays, how you say, tutorials, you know, and just like learning more skills that make you maybe they're more attractive. And humor, you know, it's possible to learn a little bit how to be social and how to be able to make a joke, for example. Passion and energy, whether it's in love and work and hobbies, they like a man who is with enthusiasm and has a passion for life and a thrill. You know, women like when a man does do actions, know where he goes, the right direction where he want to go. A woman appreciates that, and if he has passion and energy for the relationship, for love, for work, he is ambitious, he is hardworking. You know, women do like that because obviously they are also looking for somebody who can provide stability, security, financial security, emotional security. And a man who is ambitious and driven is more likely probably to achieve that. So that is for a woman very, very important or attractive. The respect, I was saying as well, like women love that the man respects them, that they are here, they cheat a lot, they're not very faithful. So a woman here also looks for really that loyalty, for that affirmance, for a man who is also that he wants his woman and wants also to do the next step, the commitment, the marriage. That is what they're looking for, the family. The next point, what women really love in a man is family and values. If he has that, if he values his family, if he likes to spend time with his family, or at least cares about them. And that is for them important. And it shows commitment to the relationships, to the people they love. And here, as you know, family is above all. There's God and then there's family. So that is the most important. And then there's everything else. So family, and if you are family oriented and you like that and you can appreciate that this is a woman who likes to spend time with her family, and you're not taking her away from her family saying, no, I don't want that you spend the holidays with the family, if not with me, that's not really going to work with a Latin woman. So that are the things that women really like about a man, yeah. And then I will tell about the things that women do not really like about a man. And so, yeah, so what women don't like about the man is machismo and lack of respect. So that I was saying, like, the Latin culture has traditional roots, but the women do reject those macho aspects, right? So the man who's just having machismo, who's just that, like, they don't treat women that well, you know, they don't respect the woman, they have civil women at the same time, go party, get drunk, are not loyal, are not respectful in that case. So women do not like that here. And because she doesn't feel that she's worth it. So, like, she wants to feel the value by a man who shows her that, you know, and if the man is not giving her the attention, women love attention, you know, and if she doesn't get that attention, if she doesn't get those nice words, if she doesn't get the time, the quality time or the little details, then a woman feels not appreciated, and then she feels it's not worth to date that man if he's not really interested in her. So daily communication, little messages, little things, you know, it doesn't have to be a whole, like, you don't have to be writing 3 hours of a letter. You don't have to, but like just little messages from now and then and some little details. Lies and infidelity, exactly. I already said that a little bit. Loyalty is the key. If the man is not sincere, trustworthy, they will really quickly go away and discard the man. Yes. Lack of ambition, negative attitude, like men who don't have goals, who do complain about things and don't look for solutions, who complain a lot about the culture, the country, the things that go wrong, everything is bad, and not really going forward with that. That is not really attractive. Very important here in Colombia, all over the world, women appreciate a man who's clean, who's neat, who takes care of himself and his house, who's organized. But here in Colombia, the women care very much about not that you are a supermodel, not that you are physically super attractive, but that you take care of yourself. So what does that mean? That if you have, I don't know, a lot of long hair in your hair or in your beard, you know, that you take care of that a little bit, that you smell good, that you use cologne, that you have clean nails, that you have clean teeth, that you smell nice, that you use, as I said, the cologne, the deodorant, like all these things, the anti-transparent, transparent, I don't know how you say that, but yeah, so that you don't sweat that much, or if you sweat, you can sweat, but that it doesn't smell that much. So that is very important, especially on a date, especially in a country where it's warm. Here you might sweat a little bit, and that's normal, but try to not to smell as sweat, you know. So that is one of the key things, I think. Use clean clothes, use new clothes, new shoes. Don't wear like the oldest sneakers you have in your closet or your favorite heavy metal t-shirt from high school. You know, those things are not really what makes you that attractive, and maybe more newer, neat, clean clothes, modern is what a woman is attracted to. Obviously, if you need help, we can help you. If you say, I don't know how to do that, what should I wear? For example, if you sign up for the tours, and in general, if you ask us, we always, in the Elite Club, in the VIP service as well, we always give you tips how to dress, what to do, what not to do, and especially which clothes to wear on a date or on a social, on a speed dating date. And yeah, it's the most important thing really to be able to seduce a woman, to really here be successful in dating somebody in Colombia. It's really essential to be authentic, respectful, genuine interest, show a genuine interest in her, the culture, and of her way of seeing life. Learn from each other. You saw that in the videos. The woman was saying, "Oh, I'm looking for a foreign man because they have another mindset. They have a different culture. I want to learn from that culture. They can teach us a lot of things." So the women are very open to that teaching and learning and getting to know you, and are very curious about you. And I think if you put that same curious attitude towards them, I think you will be very successful. Always have a smile, a good attitude, like make her feel good. Okay. Let me see if you already had some questions. I'll be at the Medellin tour in March. John Owen is saying, John, welcome. I'm excited. That is amazing. Congratulations that you signed up. We're always so excited when you guys make that step and sign up for the tour, because lots of you, and I know lots of you, are just watching and watching and watching and watching. And when you make the decision, you always are here and say, I watched the videos for 3 years. I should have done that before. Why did I wait so long? So don't wait so long. It's happening. It's February already. The year will be gone like that. I mean, it's already 1 month is over. So, John, I'm really excited that you made that decision and that you took the leap of faith and making that travel to Medellin. I'm sure you're going to have a great time and you're going to make really good connections. Rodolfo Zurek, how are you, Rodolfo? What tour was sold out? Barranquilla, Rodolfo, Barranquilla. Next week. Hi Maria, which place in Colombia is the most popular for guys thinking about going to the speed dating nights? Oh, crazy. We have in Colombia, we have the 3 cities, right? We have Cartagena, Medellin, and Barranquilla. In each city, we have every 3 months a speed dating event. So right now, Barranquilla has a lot of requests as well. We have a lot of clients in Barranquilla. Medellin is always a place where a lot of men, but also Cartagena. I mean, it depends sometimes a little bit of the time of the year when you can travel, because as I said, like not all of the events are available all the time. So for example, if you say, okay, I can travel in July we have Barranquilla. If you want to travel in April, we have Cartagena. If you want to travel in November, we have Cartagena. So it depends a little bit on the flexibility. But generally, the more, like we have more, more in the summer months, like May, June, July, August, September are very, very strong months where we have a lot of tours and we have a lot of gentlemen on the tours. But also now, as you can see, Barranquilla, we are already full and it's the beginning of the year. Arnulfo Arboleta, Arnulfo, how are you? Hopefully, he's saying, hopefully I can attend the tour in July in Barranquilla. Yes, that would be good. Would recommend you putting your deposit in. It's only 475 and then you secure your spot. And if you cannot make it, if time doesn't permit and you cannot make it, you can move it 30 days prior, you can move it without any extra charge to any other tour. So I would recommend you guys, if you're seeing that and saying, okay, I'm not sure if I can get the time, but I would like to reserve my spot because I think 80% I'm sure, do it. As I said, you can change if you put the 475 in, that deposit is not refundable, but you can move it to any other tour, I think for 2 years. So you don't really have any problem. So I would recommend you that, and then you have that at least separated. Arnold was saying if I will go to Barranquilla, and the only thing is I have to choose the length. So regarding the length, the longer, the better. So the longer you can stay, the better. If you only can stay a weekend, that's her and get to know her more and more. And so definitely that is not really a question. If you can stay 14 days, do the 14 days. Don't think about it. If you can do the 14 days, the 10 days or 14, I think my internet connection was gone for a second. I hope you can still see me again. Yeah, so okay, perfect. We're good now. Thank you. So yeah, so the longer you can stay in the country, the better. The longer you can date, the better. The more you can date her, the same woman or several women more times, the better. The more you can get to know about her, the better. So if your time permits and your work permits to stay 14 days, do it. Do even 3 weeks if you can. If you can, as I said, only 3 days, that's better than nothing. Then you can come back and then you can do and deepen the connection. Important is that you come. You heard the woman in the video. He has to visit. He has to come to Colombia. He has to visit me often. So they don't like that if you meet them today and then you never come back, right? So you have to also create that relationship with them and visit. So the longer, the better. Rodolfo, what is the hotel? I'm not really sure what is the hotel yet for Medellin. I'm pretty sure I will know next week. Our office is located in the Hotel du Parc. So we often do the Hotel du Parc, but it might be a different hotel. I'm not sure yet. I'm still with the Barranquilla tour next week, but I'm getting there next week and like with the Medellin tour, and then we make the hotel fixed and then you get all the details. So, Bunit, Bunit, how are you? Bunit, your question is really difficult. I would have to think about that. I think I will show you a video in a moment, and then I will answer you. Enjoy meeting all of you. So, very difficult to say favorite client. As I said, I have to think about what made it stand out. I think it's somebody who probably listens and let himself guide himself. So listen to me, not only to me, to the team, to our matchmakers, to the office staff. Like when we tell you, hey, be careful there, or why do you want that? Why don't we do that? We have seen that it doesn't work. Let's maybe go that way. And if somebody who's appreciated about that advice and listens to that advice, and a lot of the men are more successful if they do, I think that is probably the best for us to work, like not only for me, like somebody who's also very nice, also patient, obviously, because yeah, everything here takes time to make those connections. And if you want to rush and everything right away, you know, like somebody who's just a little bit conscious, laid back, knows what the part they have to do, somebody who's generous, open-minded. Open-mindedness is very important because you're dating in a different culture. So if you have a very closed mind, if you're very close in everything you're looking for, it's not very easy for you to be successful. So somebody who is just kind, patient, has an open mind, generous, and understands the whole thing that comes with dating, and that it's a whole process, and that it's not a rush, that's not right away, that's not the first woman that crosses your mind and thing. And listen to us and taking that advice and that what we try to provide you, all of you, and you listen to it. I think that is probably my favorite client, because that's the client who's most successful. So there's not one, but if I can give you the prototype of my favorite client, then this is probably the one. And just being also a little bit realistic, like listen to, like obviously you can have, you can date very amazing women here, but you also have to be a little bit realistic and don't live only in a fantasy. That has to be also happening. Like if you want to really get married to a woman, it has to be, you have to be compatible long term, right? And it has to be make click in long term, and also both of you have to work towards that. And I think a man who's also work on himself, because nobody is perfect, right? So if you have a client who doesn't know anything and then starts working on himself and saying, yeah, oh, I can improve here, or I can do this, I think that's a very beautiful attitude, because yeah, nobody knows everything, and we can all learn every day and grow every day. And I think somebody who's just open to that learning and growing is probably, because dating is a process where you grow a lot and where you learn a lot about yourself. So a man who's not afraid to learn about himself and his weaknesses and his strengths. I hope that helped, Bonit. I hope that didn't scare you and now everybody away. But yeah, that is probably, as I said, a man who a lot of women are also looking for. Jay, could I purchase a ticket to the Shakira concert through the office? Jay, unfortunately not. It is so difficult to get tickets. I myself tried because the ticket sale was last year, I don't know when, in October, November. And me and the whole team, we all went, because it was every day there were like a week where there were 3 different pre-sales where you got the tickets for the price they actually were. And so you had to register prior, and then you had to be at a certain time at that ticket thing. And then I stayed there all the time, and we never got the tickets. We tried it 3 times for hours, and we never got the tickets. So I, for example, had to buy tickets through a different ticket service, and they were obviously double the price. So, which is still not that expensive, because I saw what Shakira costs in the United States in Miami. So it's much cheaper still here in Colombia. And there are still tickets to get. I see publicity on Instagram. So there are still places they sell tickets, but I don't know. I'm not through our office, unfortunately. But if you want, we can find out somehow and see. But yeah, there's the official website, I think is turboletta.com, or e-tickets. I don't want to tell you. Let me get into the videos. I show you some content, and then I will answer that question where you can get the tickets online and where you can get those for Shakira. There are 2 dates in Barranquilla, but she also has dates in Bogota. She also in Medellin. She's also in Mexico right now, I think. I don't know if she finished Mexico, and she's going also to the other Latin countries. So, but in Colombia, she has 2 in Barranquilla, I think 1 in Medellin, and 2 concerts or 3 concerts in Bogota. I'm not sure. So there are several opportunities. Let me show you 2 interviews of our beautiful women in the agency, and then I answer more of your questions. The IDs are Valentina 208941 and Carolina 208147. And I'll be back in a couple of minutes.
Y en esta oportunidad nos encontramos con una hermosa chica que está inscrita en la agencia. Su nombre es Valentina. Valentina, ¿cómo estás?
Muy bien, gracias por invitarme.
Muchas gracias por participar esta noche. Bueno, Valentina, cuéntanos un poquito de ti. ¿Quién eres? ¿Qué te gusta hacer en tu tiempo libre? ¿A qué te dedicas?
Bueno, soy abogada, tengo 23 años, tengo una hija, soy muy familiar, soy de planes tranquilos pero románticos, me gusta mucho el deporte, soy muy activa, no sé, preguntas.
¿Cuántos años tiene tu niña?
Tiene 1 año.
¿Tiene 1 año?
Sí, tiene 1 año.
Y bueno, como eres mamá, ¿tú pensarías en tener más bebés o dices que con esta bebé es suficiente?
Estoy abierta a la posición, pero me gustaría algo estable.
Pero algo estable, y de ahí se va mirando la posibilidad.
Sí, pero estoy abierta a la posibilidad. Sí.
Y te pregunto, por ejemplo, si el día de hoy o el día de mañana tú conoces a un caballero del extranjero, ¿estarías abierta también a la posibilidad de irte del país?
Sí, estaría abierta siempre y cuando incluyamos a mi hija.
Claro que sí, eso es muy importante. Bueno, vamos a hacer una pequeña actividad y es sacar 2 preguntitas, las lees y las respondes. ¿Listo?
Ya está.
¿Cuál es la primera?
Suponiendo que ya estás en una relación, ¿cómo sorprenderías a tu pareja? A ver, ¿cómo lo sorprendería? Tengo la mente bloqueada. No sé, no soy mucho de sorpresa realmente. Sería yo siempre, pero si estaría en el extranjero, llegaría al extranjero de visita.
Así sin que se lo espere.
Sin que se lo espere, sí.
Es una muy bonita sorpresa,
Sí.
la verdad. Bueno, saquemos
Otro, acá está. ¿Cuál más? ¿Cómo te defines en una sola frase? A pesar de que no soy tan extrovertida, que soy introvertida, soy muy auténtica. Soy muy auténtica, me gustan las cosas únicas.
Bueno, y 3 cualidades que te describan a ti como mujer.
Soy, bueno, auténtica, familiar y espontánea. Muy emprendedora también, me gusta, soy muy activa.
Bueno, es importante. Bueno, Valentina, muchas gracias por participar esta noche del evento. Esperemos puedas conocer a alguien, y si no, para los caballeros que quieren conocerla, su ID es el 208941. Y bueno, algo para decirle a los caballeros.
No, que estoy abierta a que me conozcan y sepan quién soy.
Muchas gracias, Valentina.
Gracias a ti.
Hello guys, and I have another girl that speaks English, so it's very easy for you to contact her. Carolina, our beautiful Carolina, have the ID profile 208147. Good evening.
Good evening. I'm good, and you?
How do you feel tonight?
I feel very good. I like the meeting tonight. It's really, really good.
Yeah, what about the place, the guys?
The plays and the guys are very good. They're gentlemen, and we are enjoying the night. Really.
Carolina, how long have you been here at the
At the agency, I've been around 2-3 months.
Very yes, I remember this. You almost knew. So, what you decide to come here by the recommendation, or because you saw us at the social media and say, "Oh yes, I trust in this agency."
Because of a friend, she met a really good man.
Yes.
So she told me about the agency. She told me very good things.
Okay.
And because I want to look for the love of my life, I want to find a husband, a relationship. So she told me this agency is more serious. The guys are more serious about it. If you're looking for something good, real, so.
So you know everything is good and real.
Yeah.
Nice. And Carolina, how old are you?
I'm 31 years old.
Very young. And what do you do? What is your profession?
I do work from home. I am a publicist, a single mom of a 3-year-old daughter.
A daughter of 3 years. Okay.
Yes. I do everything from home, but I love to travel and I'm looking for the love of my life and take me out of Colombia.
And what are the values of that special person for you?
For me, someone with a good heart, humble, good heart, someone who likes to help other people, who likes to travel, animals, kids, and enjoy life, and someone who have good sense of humor.
Nice. Well, Carolina, let's go to take a question tonight, or what the universe wants to know about you. And let's go to read the question in English. Let's see, guys. Let's see what is the question.
If a gentleman invites you to travel somewhere, which place you would like more, the mountains or the beach?
What do you prefer?
I prefer the beach.
Yes.
Sometimes mountains are good too. Depends of the place, but beach.
And any destination special about beach that would you like to go?
Well,
Like Cancun, Las Bahamas, Bora
I would
Bora.
like to go Bora Bora. Yeah, beautiful place to go. I never been there, so something like that.
And I would like to close this beautiful interview asking you if someone would like to make something special for you, what would you like to have?
Like something special.
Your first day, for example.
Well, you can take me to a dinner in a beautiful place. It's nice too.
With a nice conversation.
Yes.
Well, Carolina, remember guys, her ID is 208147. Carolina is a beautiful girl, speak English, professional, young, Colombian women, real Colombian women, so you can contact her. Say, these guys are
Thank you for inviting me, and I really like to be part of this agency because it's really nice, and I'm taking this serious. I hope I can find a really good man who wants something serious and real.
Okay, bye guys, stay nice.
Guys, welcome back. So you listened to 2 of our interviews now. So as I said, if you want to get to know these 2 women and any other woman, you can reach out to us, and then you can call us in our Phoenix office, or you write an email, and then we help you to get in touch. You can do a video call, individual tour if you cannot make it to our group tour dates. I will mention the group tour dates for a moment because some of you guys are asking when are the tours. So let me give you the exact dates so that the ones who want to sign up for the upcoming events and dates can do that. So we have Medellin March 6th. We have Cartagena April 24th. And then we have Medellin in June 12th, Barranquilla July 10th, Cartagena August 15th, Medellin September 18th, Barranquilla October 16th, and Cartagena November 6th. So that are the tour dates for Colombia. We have also tour dates for other countries like Peru, Mexico, or Costa Rica. But here in Colombia, we do have 3 offices and we run 9 tours a year. So there's every other month basically a tour here in Colombia. So if you cannot make it to the Barranquilla tour, you can do it to the Medellin one or to the Cartagena one. And then again, as I said, in June is Medellin again. So yeah, I would really love to that you make that step and take a plane ticket, buy a plane ticket and take a plane and get here. And it's really easy to travel and to get here and to meet women. It's really easy. So some of you might find a lot of excuses why not, but really it's not that complicated. So what do you have to do? You have only to buy a plane ticket, basically, right? And let us know when you arrive. You can send us some of the women. You can see the women on the website, so you can select some of the profiles. You can let us know, hey, that are the 5 profiles I like, or that are the 10 women I've seen on the website. Can you ask if they are interested in me? You pay on a membership fee and introduction fee, and then you arrange the dates for you. So basically, you can next week go on dates if you want to. We need a couple of days prior to arrange, and if it's obviously a lot of dates, we need a little bit of time, but if it's 3-4 dates, we can arrange that for next week. So there's really not an excuse, and if especially you're bored and it's cold and you're saying, I don't know, and it's Valentine's Day and I should go somewhere, then do that. Talking about Valentine's Day, guys, also think about the gifts. We have Valentine's Day come up next week and it's Saturday. So if you want us to send her a gift, maybe some of you from the tours are watching the webcast tonight, are in touch with some of the women. And if you want to make a little detail, the detail-oriented gentleman, that's what they're looking for. So if you want to send her a little detail, can be some chocolates, some flowers, I don't know, a manicure, pedicure, some makeup, whatever. You can do that. You can do that through our website. If you go on the main website, loveme.com/gifts, I think. If not, on the left side, you will see a Valentine's Day banner where it say, hey, don't forget it's Valentine's Day soon. So send her something, send her some flowers. We help you to arrange that. And yeah, so you can do that. So, but getting back to how easy it is to get here and to travel and to meet. So basically, it's just to really make the decision. Obviously, have a little bit of money for a trip, right? Like if you would go on a vacation, like when you go on a vacation, you save a couple of months and then you go on the trip. So the same thing as here. It's not that expensive because Colombia and the Latin American countries, Costa Rica is a little bit more expensive, but the Colombia is not expensive. So for you coming from the US or from Europe or from Australia, it's really cheap, like really cheap. I mean, there are good restaurants that are not as cheap anymore, but they're really good. And you would pay still 3 times more in the US than what you pay for that restaurant here. And hotels are pretty cheap. I mean, some of the major tourist cities have been increased in prices because due to obviously more demand in the last couple of years. Colombia has been a huge tourist spot in the last years, and it is growing and growing. And it's not even like there will be so much more tourism in the future. So yeah, so it's very easy. You can, if you come from the US, Miami obviously is one of the main hubs. You can go to Miami, and then from Miami you have direct flights to Cartagena, to Cartagena, to Medellin, and also to Barranquilla. It's only 2.5-hour flight, and it's not very expensive. There's American Airlines and there's Spirit most of the times going. I know there's JetBlue also flying, or it was at least from New York. And there are obviously also other airlines. But yeah, so you can definitely fly through the different hubs from the US. As I said, Miami is very close, but if you go from the West Coast, for example, you can also, like LA has direct flights to Bogota. So yeah, there's not really an excuse. You go a couple of days, you plan a week if possible, and then you go on a couple of dates for a couple of days. Through the tour, through individual introduction, through the Latin Club, you choose the service that best suits you. The only thing you need is to send us a couple of pictures, a little description of yourself and the woman you are interested in, and then we arrange those introductions for you. If you need a translator, we help you with a translator, so don't worry if you don't speak the language. So the question is, how much is a translator? The translator is $20 per hour, and you can use her at least 1 hour, but you can just use her the time you want, 3 hours, 4 hours, 2 hours. You can do some dates where the women speak English without a translator, and then if another day you need the translator, we arrange that. You don't have to use the translator all day long through the whole week. No, just 1 hour here or 2 hours there. And it does go a long way. So $20 an hour, you will be so grateful to spend that money, because she's going to save you so much time. And you're going to deepen the connection so much more. And she's going to help you to not to fall in that not understanding communication trap, at least for the beginning. I always say, like, do at least 2 dates or something like that, or the first hour in the date, at least with a translator if you don't speak the language. Then afterwards you can do the Google Translate as well, no problem. A lot of our men do Google Translate and it works really well. It also gives you afterwards a little bit more privacy, which is great too. But in the beginning, for the first dates, I think translators are a great help, a great tool to connect a little bit easier. So guys, let me show you the Shakira question. We had the Shakira question coming up. I unfortunately cannot get you tickets for Shakira, and I don't really know where to get them. I just looked on the website, like Shakira.com, like the official Shakira website, Shakira.com, and obviously the e-ticket one. I mean, the tickets were sold out the moment they were sold. So that's why I'm saying there might be still tickets with people reselling the tickets. That's where I got my ticket from. I got a friend who knew a friend and they transferred me to their ticket. So that's how I got it. So there are still ways, as I said, I see Instagram publicities where you can get still tickets. But on the official websites like Shakira.com or the e-ticket one, not, because they were sold out in a moment. So yeah, but it is just like investigate a little bit, and I'm sure there will be a way to get tickets. And I know there will be still a lot of people the day of the concert selling the tickets, because obviously they can make more money. So if you decide to come and to go to that concert, I'm sure being in Barranquilla, you can get tickets if you're open to pay a little bit more. Like the original prices, they were quite cheap. They ranked from I think $60, $70 up to $300 for the VIP tickets and all that. And I'm sure they probably are a little bit more than that now. So you can probably for $150, $200, $300, $400, $500, you can probably get tickets still. But I think it's just a matter of paying a little bit more. And for you as foreigners, it's not as expensive as for Colombians. A lot of Colombians, can unfortunately not go on that concert. A lot of people want to go, like everybody wants to go to that concert. So yeah, if you want to have that opportunity, come here and we help you. As I said, I got a friend, so maybe that friend knows somebody else, but the important would be to be here so that you can get the tickets. So yeah, but let's not talk more about Shakira. Let's talk about the dates and your... Yes, it's Alexandra doing the interview. Exactly, Moondog. It's an auto interview actually. So yeah, Alexandra is doing the interview. So that's great that you recognized her and remember her. She's great. So yes. Niga Denguro is saying, I agree, this is kind of tough place for relations. And did you know if she was born in Barranquilla? Yes, Rodolfo, she was born in Barranquilla. Yes, Shakira sold out, Jay, from what I hear from friends. Neil Michaels is saying, and from friends in Barranquilla, maybe AFA has VIP tickets though. No, unfortunately, we don't. It has been very difficult to get them, as I said. Okay, guys, let me get you the next interview, and then I get into your next questions. Interview. I think we have a testimonial from Marcelo. Marcelo has been so nice to share that testimonial from us. He has been, I think, on 1 or 2 tours, I think, or 2 tours and 1 individual afterwards. And so, yeah, he is a very nice man and, has had some experience dating here. So we're going to show you now his testimonial. I'll be back in a couple of minutes, like in 3 minutes.
And tonight we are with Marcelo. Hi Marcelo, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm fine, thank
Awesome.
you. And thank you for being here tonight and meet all these beautiful girls that are here also for you.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Marcelo, so tell us a little bit about your experience so far. This is the second night of social that we have. And how was your first night?
Yeah, it was an experience to remember. It's my first time with the agency. It's also my first time in Colombia. And everyone is so warm and welcoming and beautiful. And yeah, it's been great. The first social was a little overwhelming, but not too bad because you guys, of course, warned us and kind of prepared us. you're in good hands if you come. Absolutely. So, yeah, I kind of just been going with the flow and enjoying, the moments. And yeah, it was fantastic. It felt good.
That is great, because one of the things that we want that the guys can have is the experience of have a good experience.
Absolutely.
Of course, sometimes I know that can be too much because there are a lot of beautiful of plenty girls, but the idea is that you don't connect with everybody. You connect with a few of them, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
So you have to be very careful with who you connect
Exactly.
and the questions that you have make to the girls, right?
Yeah. I would say the best advice I can give is just to come with an open heart and look to meet friends first. Every table, it's just a pleasure to meet all the ladies, and get to know them and practice your Spanish if you're as bad as me. And yeah, absolutely.
Marcelo, and I saw that you already have a couple of dates, and I know that you are bringing your interpreter with you. What do you think about the language barrier?
I'm a little bit tired on myself, so I've been studying Spanish independently for the last year, and I'm still a little rusty. I'm very good with the apps and reading, but conversationally, and I will warn you fellas,
it's difficult.
Well, Barranquilla women speak very quickly too, so it's a curveball, but yeah, their eyes light up and they glow when you even attempt to speak Spanish. So just don't worry about how you look and try.
And I think that in one moment, if you start a relationship, you will figure it out the way to communicate very well. Like maybe at some point you are going to learn Spanish, and in some point the girl is going to learn English too, right?
Absolutely. And you communicate in a lot more ways than just with words, right? So eye contact, body language.
That's true. That's say too much too.
Exactly.
And Marcelo, you already give us a couple of advices, but if you can tell to the guys one advice very important for them in the moment that they want to meet a beautiful Barranquilla girl, what will be?
Oh, what's my one tip?
Yes.
Oh, just go. Don't overthink it. Of course.
Okay, that is great.
Absolutely.
Marcelo, so I hope that you have a great night tonight, and I hope that during this tour you can find a beautiful Colombian girl that you can keep it as a wife. And my best wishes to you.
Oh, thank you very much.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
With Marcelo as well. And if you decide, because I think I saw some of the guys asking how that really works here and how that speed dating goes. So let me tell you that a little bit. So the question was, how does it work when you're at the tables in our speed dating events, right? Our tours include 2 social nights with speed dating events that night. And you're going to meet a lot of women on that different tables. So for example, we have 15 tables or 12 tables or 13 tables in a social, and at each table we have more or less 5 or 6 women behind on the table, right? And so every 10-15 minutes, the man moves from one table to the next table. And then the question is, how do you make sure, and how can you talk to the woman? Where's the question? The question was gone. How do you talk? How do you manage to talk to them? And can you explain more what it's like during the socials? So basically you have your translator who goes with you from one table to the next table. And the translator will sit down with you and will have a notebook in her hand. And she will give that notebook around so that the woman can write down their name and their IDs. And while they're doing that, she's going to present you to the table. So she's saying, hey, this is Jay. Jay is 50 years old. He is from New York. He has 2 children. He doesn't want to have more children, but he loves dogs, and he would like to have a person who also loves dogs and is active, who has a pet here and who would like to who also likes to exercise, for example. And then the 6th woman, so there will be one, the first one is going to present herself saying, hey, my name is Andrea, I'm 32 years old, I have 2 children, so I don't want more children either, so that's great, and I love dogs as well, and I have 2 dogs, and actually I love to work out because I'm going to the gym every day. And so then the next one, and so each woman presents herself, and then you ask question at the table, the woman respond to the questions, the woman asks questions, you respond to questions, you have like 10-12 minutes per table, and that's it. So it's quite quick pace, right? So there's not that long time. So you prepare yourself with your translator before the social, you already know which questions you're going to ask. Your translator already knows what kind of woman you're looking for, if with children, without children, if you love the dogs, if you hate the dogs, right? So all that information we're going to get, and then we're going to make the matches at the table. I hope that helped a little bit. So that so usually we do a break after a while, then we do a couple of games, then we do the tables again. And so after that night, you're going to make a lot of connections. On the speed dating, let's say you like maybe 20 women, and then you let us know who were the preferences, and then we start setting up the dates with a woman that you liked on the social. So for example, 20. So if that's the case, then we set up 20 dates, right? If you liked 5, then we set up 5 dates, right? You let us know how many dates you want on the tour. You have unlimited introductions included. You can go on as many dates as you want and meet as many people as you need to meet, okay? So that is the idea of the tours. It's like you make a lot of connections, meet a lot of women. Medellin is the city of eternal spring, and it lives up to the name. Yes, it does. It's a beautiful climate, beautiful weather, beautiful people, and very spring, lots of flowers. It's very, very nice. Like it's always perfect weather. It can rain, obviously, like in the spring, but that's why it's also so green and so beautiful. Okay, yes, Kyle, I did see the other question. I hope I replied to that question. Kyle is asking if I can speak more about the matchmaking aspect behind the scenes, how to guide us to find our match. Also, not sure if I saw the other question about the social, what it's like and what the table. I think I answered that. So depending on the service, Kyle, there's more matchmaking and less matchmaking involved. If you, for example, decide for a elite club service, which is our personalized matchmaking service that takes like 3 months, you have a lot of work for behind the scenes for 3 months. So me and the whole team, we're going to vet out the woman for you. We're going to ask them the additional questions. We're going to look for additional photos for them. We suggest you women. We recommend you women. I do a video call with you every week to talk with you about the progress and what we're going to do, how you feel, how we can take care of your dating process, and what is the next step, right? What are the dates, and finding the final candidates, and then you travel and you meet them, and then you also get a lot of help while you're meeting them. You have translation included, you get a lot of advice, you get the airport pickups. Like there's a lot of things going on when you do the elite club. That is probably the most personalized and most successful service, and I recommend you this service if you decide. If you ask me personally, Maria, which service should I take? Do the elite club. There's no thinking for me that this is like that. Yeah, for me, it's the best service. If you go on a tour, if you go on a Latin club, and if you go on a individual introductions, it's a little bit different. You also get matchmaking, but the service is cheaper and there's not that deep work involved. On a tour, we do help you a lot as well, and also in all the other services, we help you a lot. So we help you, for example, selecting your photos. We help you in that you get a better description of the profile. We help you that we orient you with the matches and which other women we not recommend you. We don't make that many suggestions because that is more in the elite club service. We don't recommend you that many women. We might suggest you 1 or 2, right? But really the suggestion, the recommendation, the vetting out is much more in the other program. But yeah, we do help you to, like, when you go on the dates, like what advice to give you with the woman, what she said or did, like what you should do or not do. As I said, like there's a lot of, you get the feedback from the woman. The fact that we reach out to the woman and set up the date makes a huge difference, because some of the guys say, yeah, I can do that on my own. I don't need you. Lots of the guys say, okay, I do need you. I cannot do it on my own, because we get you dates that other people cannot get, because we have another trust with the woman. The woman trusts us. They trust me when I tell them, hey, I know this guy. He's really nice. He might not be a supermodel, but go on a date and meet him because you're going to have a great time and he's a good match. They listen to us. They do that. And so that makes the whole difference, right? Because you alone is not the same like having a wing woman on your side. So that is, we facilitate you the language, the meetings, the transportations, the logistics, the matches. As I said, like we get you better photos, we get you updated information. So yeah, there's a lot of things we do to help you to be successful. I talked a lot about my coaching program that I want to offer this year. So we're going to help you much more also to prepare you in the dating and getting the dating game going. And also when you are in a relationship, that we can support you a little bit more. So yeah, we try to help you all with the whole package. Guys, you start asking a couple of more questions, but I have one more interview, one testimonial prepared for you guys, which I really enjoy, which is Joanna and Matthew. They have met through us a while ago already, and they gave us that interview also a while ago. They're still happy, and it's still going very well for them. And so I would like to show you that testimonial of Matthew and Joanna, and then I will be back for your last questions and see you just in a couple of minutes.
And in this opportunity, I'm with a beautiful couple that they met through us. And I'm with Matthew and Joanna. ¿Cómo están, chicos? How are you?
Bien, gracias.
Yes. Guys, thank you for being here. And this is a great opportunity to show you a little bit more about our AFA couples that they met through us. And you have the opportunity to have the tour with us. And I want you to tell us a little bit about how was that experience for you and how was the process to finally meet with Joanna.
I've done these before, different trips, and because I've lived in Colombia before through work and stuff like that, it's a place I enjoy, and it's just been a long time, so I don't really have friends or whatever, and most of where I lived was in Bogota. So wanted to try Medellin. It's a great opportunity because you meet people that are here looking to do the same thing, meet someone. The agency and everybody's great and stuff like that. So it's just a really good opportunity, and got to meet Joanna.
And so you already know a little bit about the culture, Colombian culture. So for you,
Yes.
it was not like something new. And also, I want to mention the fact that you speak Spanish.
Mhm.
So that makes
bit.
you speak very well, and that was like a big difference in the process of dating for you.
Oh yeah, it definitely helps to know some Spanish, because otherwise it's just the language barrier on top of everything else and stuff like that. Like you said, culture and whatever. It's just a lot to overcome while trying to meet and get to know somebody. And again, like if you do with the interpreters and stuff like that, again, it creates a little bit of difficulty, but it's not impossible. And again, if somebody's really interested in each other, they'll do whatever it takes. I mean, it's great now with technology and everything. Google Translate. I think there's DeepL for another
Yes,
thing,
yes.
for whatever. And
There are good devices now for getting in touch with the people, but of course, nothing is not going to compare with the fact that you can be able to have a whole conversation with someone from here.
But again, like you said, with not knowing Spanish, it's not a deal breaker.
Yes.
You can work through stuff. So again, with translators, with translation programs and everything, and if there's a genuine interest, people do what they need to overcome it.
It's great. Thank you so much, Matthew, for that, because in the end, some guys, they come here to Colombia and they start to struggling with the fact that they don't speak Spanish. And of course, this is not a deal breaker, like you say, but it's going to be very, very helpful if at least you can start to learn a little bit of Spanish, because in the end, for example, I think that you already realized that family is very important here, and to get in touch with her family, her nephews, her sisters, and whatever, like that make everything a little bit more easy to get in touch with all her circle.
Yes.
Matthew, and okay, this is your second time here in Medellin with Joanna.
Yes.
And how was that process to take the decision to finally came here and visit her? Like you was talking and holding conversation for the rest of the year. And how was that a moment where you realized like, okay, I want to give myself the opportunity with this amazing girl and see what can happen?
Well, like you said, January, February was the tour. That's where we met. And then we've been communicating the whole time. So what is it? It's December now, almost 10 months since that time. We talk almost every day, either just small chats on WhatsApp, video, when they have the opportunity. And from that, I got to see, like you said, a lot about her family and stuff like that. She's very good with her nieces. We have good communication. You just can't chat all the time. And then the reason it's taken so long is just trying to find a good
The
opportunity.
perfect time for both.
Yeah, for her to have availability and stuff like that. So she's not working and I'm not, whatever, and stuff like that, that we can take the time off. So it took about until this November to do it. And, like she said, it's been a continuation that I didn't realize that how we communicated through chat and video and everything just roughly carried over the same way. It didn't change from, communicating, long distance to being here together.
And that is great because in the end, a lot of guys, they came in with me and they asked me like, Manuela, the conversation with this girl is not very fluent. She doesn't speak to me the whole day, or maybe she answered me 4 hours later. And it's great that you understand with Joanna, like, yes, you are busy sometimes. She's busy sometimes. You are adults. Sometimes you have things to do. And you realize like, okay, we can speak every day, but if she's busy, I don't have any problem. And when you have the time free, you start to communicate and make the relationship more strong.
Yeah, there's days she's busy, tired. We don't get to talk at night. Just send a little message. Hey, just thinking about you. Have a good night. Same thing. See something in the morning or whatever that, it's not, all the time, not super needy, but, it's just the good that we have a continued thing. And it just showed that, there's interest that, what's going on.
And Matthew, I want to know, like, what really calls your attention about came to Colombia and meet, like, I know that you have the opportunity to live in Bogota, but what make you take the decision to, okay, I want to go to Medellin and maybe have the opportunity to have a Colombian girlfriend? And I want to know what really catch your attention about Colombian girls and what catch your attention, for example, about Joanna.
Well, about Medellin, Medellin's just a very nice place, tropical, the climate, the culture. I think it's a mix of European and, again, a Latin culture and stuff like that. So it's just a very nice place. And then, again, the people have a culture that carries through, like we talked about before with lunch, that it's just, people are very friendly, very genuine. There's just nice and outgoing and stuff like that. And that's what, with Joanna, when we first met, like I said, she wasn't even on the site. She wasn't one of the
profiles on
the profiles
website,
as
yes.
a choice, and just met at the social. And I think it was just even slightly by chance that, just like, hey, what about her? Who is that? We found out, and then we talked, and then it's just been a very good connection. She's very cariñosa, very affectionate, very kind, good-hearted, very authentic.
Show you, for what I see, that she really likes you and she cares for you, right? Because I feel that she has certain kind of details with you that I don't know if maybe that is common, but that make you feel like, okay, I really care to this girl.
Yep, feel special, feel caring, very attentive. Like, I walk away from the table and then they come ask about breakfast. I know that he likes chocolate con leche, jugo de naranja, or the little detail things,
Yeah.
and that's what it's been that I've noticed and stuff. And like I said, when I had my birthday, had video and stuff like that. She had her nieces and they wished me a happy birthday and stuff like that, just totally by surprise. And it was just, we're not there. I didn't get to have any cake, but it was just a very nice gesture and everything and stuff like that. So it's just
yes, I think that are the small details that really touch your heart. That
It's
ones are the one that I think that Colombian girls are very good on that kind of things.
yeah, she makes me feel good. She makes me happy. So I think that's the biggest thing.
That is great, Matthew. I'm going to continue with Joanna because we want to know a little bit more about her experience. But thank you so much for sharing this with us, because this is a way that show everybody that it's possible to find someone that sometimes take time because it's a process. And the best thing is don't rush anything. Like, just enjoy the moment, enjoy the process. And in the end, you're going to be able to really have the opportunity to find that special person. Thank you so much, Matthew,
thank you.
for that. Joanna, bueno, continúo contigo. Por aquí vamos a rotarnos el micrófono. Y bueno, quiero comenzar por preguntarte, bueno, ¿cómo llegaste a la agencia? ¿En qué momento tomaste la decisión de decir, bueno, quiero inscribirme y darme la oportunidad de pronto de conocer a alguien de otro país?
Claro que sí, Manuela. Bueno, mira, la agencia la conocí por medio de una amiga. Ella, de hecho, me habló de la agencia hace rato, pues no me había dado la oportunidad todavía. Y pues decidí acompañar más que todo a una amiga. Y me inscribí en la agencia. Y pues, oh sorpresa, que ese día era el día en el que iba a conocer a Mateo. Y realmente pues fue como un clic. Realmente desde que yo vi a Mateo en esa silla, en esa mesa, cuando se presentó, pues realmente fue como un clic con él.
Inmediato.
Realmente sí.
Y bueno, te quiero preguntar, por ejemplo, Joanna, ¿cuál ha sido como una de las diferencias más grandes que has notado en cuanto a salir con un hombre de Estados Unidos, en este caso con Matthew, a alguien de aquí de Colombia? O sea, ¿notas que de pronto culturalmente ha habido algún choque o ha habido alguna dificultad, o has notado ciertas diferencias grandes que tú dices, bueno, esto es algo que noté, una gran diferencia, pero pues nosotros estamos trabajando en ella y estamos mirando a ver cómo también de pronto atravesar y traspasar esas barreras culturales?
Bueno, mira, sin menospreciar realmente nuestros hombres colombianos, porque pues no lo voy a hacer, pero sí cabe resaltar realmente la caballerosidad que tiene en este caso Mateo. Es un hombre muy caballeroso, muy respetuoso, y pues realmente es un hombre muy atento, que pues lastimosamente carecen mucho ahora los hombres latinos, por decirlo así. Mateo es un hombre muy caballeroso, muy respetuoso, y en cuanto a choque cultural, pues realmente no. Como lo decía Mateo anteriormente, pues también tenemos herramientas para comunicarnos, porque no hablo inglés, entiendo algunas cosas, pero hemos utilizado como traductores, hacemos video todo el tiempo, las llamadas. Él habla muy bien español. Él habla muy bien español.
Y eso les ayuda bastante.
Y eso nos ha ayudado un 90%.
Qué bueno, porque realmente es algo de lo que yo estaba hablando con Mateo, acerca de que, pues, obviamente, el tema del idioma puede llegar a ser una barrera no muy grande, pero puede poner una dificultad extra a la relación. Sin embargo, el hecho de que él también hable español y entienda mucho español, me imagino que facilita también el tema de la comunicación.
Lo ha facilitado bastante, y como te decía, es un 80%, es una ventaja muy grande realmente de que Mateo hable y entienda. A veces entiende un poquito más de lo que puede hablar, pero realmente no ha sido ningún obstáculo para nosotros. Eso hace que estamos hablando. Ha sido algo como muy natural, realmente no ha sido nada forzoso, y simplemente ha fluido de una manera muy bonita.
Y Joanna, quiero resaltar eso porque muchas veces, digamos, los caballeros o las chicas también entran como en ese apuro de que, ay no, pero es que él es de otro país, yo también soy de otro país, entonces necesitamos que todo sea rápido. Y con ustedes he notado algo muy bonito que realmente resalto bastante, y es el tema de que se han dado su tiempo para conocerse, para aprender mucho el uno del otro.
Pues mira, realmente inscribirnos en la agencia, sí es una agencia matrimonial, es una agencia que busca conocer esa media naranja que queremos encontrar en algún momento, en algún lugar del mundo. Pero mi consejo es, no porque estemos inscritos en la agencia vamos a tener que acelerar el proceso de que ya nos tenemos que unir, o que ya, no, para nada. Realmente todo a su tiempo, y todo va fluyendo como con esa naturalidad que deben de fluir las cosas, porque independientemente de que sea un hombre de otro país, pues realmente lo importante es que salga desde acá y que sí realmente valga la pena, y hombre, uno diga sí, esto es lo que quiero para mi vida, porque pues no estamos buscando ni una visa, no estamos buscando un negocio, pero realmente lo que estamos buscando y lo que quiere la agencia como tal es encontrar esa media naranja con esa otra persona, que es lo que realmente vale la pena.
Ay, Joanna, y no lo pudiste decir mejor, porque yo creo que ese es el principal objetivo de la agencia. Básicamente es juntar personas que están buscando esa relación bonita, esa relación seria. Muchas veces pasa, otras puede que no, pero sin embargo yo resalto mucho el tema de que las mujeres colombianas son mujeres muy pasionales, muy entregadas a su relación, y que es posible encontrar buenas mujeres también, porque muchas personas, digamos, quizás no les toca la mejor experiencia, y yo siento que eso puede pasar en cualquier parte del mundo. Y lo importante es uno darse la oportunidad, porque realmente yo veo personas que conocen mujeres aquí en Colombia y están realmente muy contentos con la idea de cómo los tratan. Por ejemplo, él resaltaba el tema del detalle del cumpleaños, de que eres una mujer muy romántica. Entonces, qué bonito que esos aspectos sean los que resalten en las mujeres colombianas y no otros aspectos de pronto negativos que quizás personas con su mala experiencia han podido tener. Pero qué lindo encontrar mujeres como tú que se entregan tan lindo y tan bonito a una relación y que están en el proceso de buscar algo muy bonito y muy sincero.
Es que ese es el deber ser. Realmente, como vuelvo y lo repito, inscribirse a la agencia no es firmar un contrato, no es como cuando vas a la tienda y dices, quiero comprarme esto. No, realmente es darse a la tarea de conocer a esa persona que de pronto no la has podido encontrar acá, pero que realmente quieres hacer las cosas bien y formar una familia, buscar esa persona que realmente diga, es lo que yo quiero para mi vida. Quiero sentirme bien, pero quiero hacerla sentir bien, independientemente de que él esté allá y yo acá, pues los días pasan rápido, hay muchas formas de comunicación. Sí, él es una persona muy atenta, él es una persona de que si tenemos una conversación hoy, en 2, 3 semanas, un mes me va a estar preguntando sobre esa conversación que tuvimos. Entonces son cosas que resalto mucho y son cosas que son lo que vale la pena. Una persona que esté atenta a tus cosas independientemente de lo que se pueda llegar material o por complacer a esa otra persona. No, es realmente saber que esa persona sí te está prestando atención, si eres valiosa e importante para esa otra persona.
Muchas gracias, Joanna, and thank you so much, Matthew, for this.
So, gentlemen, I hope you liked our testimonial. We're always happy when our couples share some of their experience and how it was for them. And it's always obviously the most beautiful thing for us to see when two people really match and really have that connection and it works out for them. So that is obviously our best and most happy time when we're working. So I'm happy to show that and share that with you. We are nearly at the end of the show, guys. So if you decide that is my opportunity, I also want to be like Matthew and I also want to be like Marcelo and I want to go and meet somebody and maybe it's my year, maybe it's my month, maybe it's now the time to do that. You guys, it's always the time. When you decide it's the time, right? There is not it's for you that you say, okay, I'm doing this, my mindset is on that, it's going to happen, and then you make it happen, right? That is where it starts. And so don't think about it forever. The worst thing, guys, really the worst things that can happen is that you will have a great vacation and maybe not fall in love because the connection was not yet there. It can happen, but still, I promise you, you're going to have an amazing time. And if you're not going on a tour, if you're going to all of our other services, you're going to have an amazing time. You're going to meet amazing people. And lots of the men are also saying, like, I might not have met that person, but I met the whole AF8 family. Like lots of you guys call us like family because it's like when you come here, it's like your family. And that is what Colombia is about. It's always like family and mi casa es tu casa. And it's this really the spirit. So lots of you men feel really like at home, feel comfortable here. So even if you don't make a great if you don't fall in love and marry, if that doesn't happen on the first tour, because you can take a second tour or third tour, or sometimes can just take a little bit of time to meet that person. Sometimes not right away. Often it can be right away. It can happen quickly. Often it happens quickly, but also sometimes can just take a while. So don't give up, do the steps. Buy an airplane ticket, come and visit us. Very excited about us. You have a couple of more questions here, guys, and then I'm going to finish here today. I'm in my 30s, that's young to come. No, Gaudi, not at all. Very excited. We love men in their 30s. And we actually have our Barranquilla tour have like 3 guys in their 30s. So we have 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, up to even 70s. So 20s, we have a guy 21 as well, 22. So no, definitely 30 is not too young. 30 is a perfect age, and a lot of women look for a man who has not been married yet, who has no children yet, who's young. So that is also great. If you haven't been married, if you have children, don't worry. A lot of the women look for that too. But lots of our younger women, obviously, who have never been married, for example, or don't have children, also like younger men. So for everybody, there is something. Kyle is saying, wow, that is amazing. Thank you so much for answering my questions. Kyle, you're very welcome. If you have more questions, you can send an email anytime, and then we get back to you. If we take a little bit, it's just because we're getting a lot of emails. So we're getting like all of that this of the year, like everybody wants this inquiring. So thank you so much as well for inquiring. We're taking care of that all. And so yeah, please send us a message if you want to know more. And let me see, somebody else was asking something. How are the girls wedded? How can we know that they're not working girls with no online presence? So music, that is our whole Phoenix team. We are like 5 people approving profiles. So there is a special team, and that's not even me. I don't really know how they do it, but it's very effective because we often get the message that profile cannot be approved. She's on this and this website. That profile cannot be approved. She has a presence there. That profile cannot be approved because of that. So we get the notification in our system. So if in case we upload a profile here in Colombia without knowing, right? We don't know. So we upload that profile, submit it to our main office. The main office takes care of it. They vet that, they look into the websites and they find them. And so we get the notification cannot be approved is in that website and she is not approved. So that is what we do. So you get a lot of help there and a lot of assurance there. And let me see if there was any other questions. Why did you choose Colombia versus other Latin countries, Bunit? I mean, all Latin American countries that I have been traveling to, I love them. I love the Latin culture in general. I think all of the countries are very beautiful. And I think if you go like to Central and South America and Mexico, there are great places all over, right? It's really beautiful. But what make the difference really, because I did travel a lot and I did stay in Mexico for a year and 3 months in Costa Rica and 3 in Guatemala and 3 in Nicaragua. So I have been to Argentina and to other countries. So yeah, definitely. And they are great too. They're great too. But Colombia is the people. The people are amazing. The weather is beautiful, of course, and there are amazing beaches and nature. Nature as well in Colombia is amazing. It's a big country. There are a lot of things to explore, a lot of different landscapes, from mountains with snow, with deserts, with 2 beaches, two oceans, the Pacific Ocean and the Atlantic Ocean, with Caribbean beaches. And it's just a very beautiful country. Like, it's very beautiful and the people are beautiful. So the Colombians made me stay. Like, mi casa es tu casa, my home is your home, like my family is your family. I'm right now at a place where I'm basically at my Colombian family, where they adopted me here. And so it's definitely a very special place and a very special country. So for me, that was the reason. So guys, if you look for family, a family and a home abroad, apart from your home, then this is the place. Maybe some of the guys who have been watching and commenting, maybe they can agree, because lots of them are the same. So guys, I'm really looking forward to see you. Sylvester, hey, I will be at the tour next week. Yes, I'm looking forward, Sylvester. We are planning and getting everything ready for Barranquilla. We are basically ready. And looking excited to that. I will be on the tour next week, so I will meet you. I'm excited about that. I will be staying nearly 10 days in Barranquilla. So we're going to celebrate Carnival. We're going to celebrate Shakira. We're going to do the Valentine social. So I'm really, really excited about that. Guys, sign up if you can as soon as possible. You can get on the waiting list. You can sign up for the other tours. Very excited to meet you here. Very excited to help you, to match you, to find a great partner. And I hope to see you this year here in Colombia. I hope to see you also in 2 weeks on the next show. And bye-bye from now. Have a good evening, everybody.
Cartagena Latin Tour, April 24th, 2025. Can you picture yourself in one of the most romantic cities in the world, meeting the woman of your dreams? Cartagena, Colombia, a city that blends colonial charm, vibrant culture, and breathtaking sunsets over the Caribbean Sea. And on April 24th, we're giving you the chance to experience it all during our exclusive Cartagena Latin Tour. Imagine walking through the cobblestone streets of this magical city, hand in hand with someone special. From colorful plazas to enchanting ocean views, every corner of Cartagena invites you to connect, laugh, and fall in love. This is more than a tour. It's your opportunity to create unforgettable memories and meet the most captivating women Colombia has to offer. Reserve your spot now. Visit us at cartagenadating.com. Call our Phoenix office, +1 602 553 8178. Email us at afacartagena@gmail.com. If you're in Colombia, contact our Cartagena office manager, ladies at +57 315 408 6376. Cartagena, April 24th, 2025. Love awaits you in this magical city. Medellin is known not only for its incredible culture and landscapes, but also for the warmth and beauty of its women. Here, you'll find genuine connections, laughter, and perhaps the beginning of a great love story. This tour is more than just a trip. It's an opportunity to explore a vibrant city, feel unique emotions, and meet people who will leave a lasting impression on your heart. Dare to take the leap, to seek that special connection, and to live moments you'll cherish forever. Medellin awaits you with open arms and the promise of true love. Reserve your spot today. Visit us at medellindating.com. Telephone receiver call us at +1 602 555 38178. Envelope email us at offmedellin.com. Round push bin in Colombia. Contact Manuela at +57 350 437 2537. Medellin, March 6th, 2025. The city of love and beauty is waiting for you.